Sorry, didn't have me on the screen. I'm new to this StreamYard. I want you to know something right now, right away. You're not alone. My name is Darlene, and this channel was created for one very simple reason: to talk openly about family estrangement and alienation without judgment, without blame, and without silence. Because for something that has affected millions of people around the world, almost no one actually talks about it honestly. It's a secret we all share. I started this channel because I know firsthand how isolating estrangement can feel. There are very few places where parents or grandparents can speak openly about their experience without it being dismissed, misunderstood, or told to just move on, let it go. Most of which exists online, focused on one side of the story. But estrangement is complex, it's layered, and it often leaves everyone hurting in different ways. This channel exists to create not the perfect conversation, just an honest conversation. What we want to talk about is family estrangement, parental alienation, the emotional impact on parents and grandparents, and the silence people carry, and what happens after contact ends. We'll talk about grief, confusion, anger, guilt, and the reality that many people are living with unanswered questions, but most importantly, we'll talk about how people survive it. One of the biggest reasons I created this channel is because estrangement and alienation are often used interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. Estrangement usually happens when a relationship breaks down over time. It can involve the conflict, distance, misunderstandings, or unresolved hurt. It's often called no contact, limited contact, etc., but the relationship is no longer what it once was. Alienation, on the other hand, often involves influence, when a child's perception of a parent or a grandparent is shaped by someone else's opinion, especially during estrangement, separation, divorce, or high conflict family situations. Both are painful, both are real, and both deserve honest conversation without assumptions. There's no blame. This channel will explore both carefully, respectfully, and openly. I am not here as an expert in any capacity. I am an estranged mother of 3 adult sons and alienated from 1, possibly 2 grandchildren. As I'm aware, 1 is on the way, but I'm not sure if she or he is born yet. I'm here as someone who has lived through estrangement and I'm living through alienation. There are good days, bad days, and extremely bad days, and you never know which day it's going to be when you wake up. Who understands and carries questions that have no answers? I know what it feels like to replay conversations, memories in your mind. Look at the past emails or tasks to wonder, what could I have done differently? To feel love and grief at the same time. And also know how to quiet the world can feel when you are going through it. That silence is one of the reasons I am here. If you are an estranged parent, if you are someone whose child, adult, a teenager, there's so many variables that go into what happens when they become estranged. You may move away from each other, you may live on the same block, but you are no longer communicating like you once did. You now don't talk at all. If you text them, they don't respond. They never text you. There's no birthdays. There's no Mother's Day. There's no Father's Day. There's no bringing the kids over for grandparents. There's no communication at all. It's silent. And if you're experiencing this, And a lot of people will lean it towards political or religion, or there's so many different variables that play a part in it, because as kids grow older, they form their own opinions, they make their own choices, and you know what? They're allowed. They are allowed. But I was raised, despite my feelings for my mother, she's my only mother. He's my only father. I won't have another one. Once they're gone, they're gone. So what I have a hard time understanding is how the other side, the child that I carried for 9 months, gave my life to, revolved the clock around them. The schedule on the fridge of their hockey, their soccer, their baseball, their football, their school events, their friend events, there were so many variables. And then my own life, I worked full time, squeezing it in between, and being a woman in the workplace, taking off because I have a sick child or an event for my child, but the other person doesn't have any children, so they never take any time off. So there's some discrimination that goes on. Those are all things that I went through to be a mom. And yeah, it was a choice that I made. But I never, ever, ever, ever in my life expected that my kids would stop talking to me. And I'll tell you, they stopped talking to me for simple reasons. My mental health took a break, or took a kicking, when I hit menopause. And after I was regurgitated in a job that I loved, and they did restructuring, I started something that actually was very important to me, and my kids didn't see it as something I should be doing. It was less than me, and I didn't. I loved it. There's so many. I could tell stories after stories after stories, but the point of this channel is about me. It's to speak about the actual estrangement. So for me, I have 3 children. I have 2 husbands. One husband has 2 kids. The other husband has 1 kid. One child is old enough. He has his own house. He has 1 granddaughter. He's now expecting a second child, or he has. I don't know. The other one and this one, 2 different dads, live with his dad. Not his dad. His dad is here with me, but they still communicate. And I have a hard time with that, because part of me is like, I can't stop that relationship from being, and it drives me crazy. But then I don't want to not know what's going on, and I don't get told, or I don't get asked about. I don't, there's just parts of it that just doesn't sit right with me. And I have a really hard time. So my goal is simple with this channel: to create a space where estranged and alienated parents and grandparents can speak openly about what they've experienced and how they are coping. Now, I didn't touch on the alienation because that affects me as well. I have a granddaughter. She's 8 years old. I also have a non-blood grandson who's, I think, 11 or 12 years old now, who lives with his father, not with his mother, who is the mother of my granddaughter, both of them. I don't see either of them. I don't hear from either of them. I send Christmas presents to my granddaughter because I know it is, but I don't get a thank you. I don't get an acknowledgement for the gift. I get nothing. But I still send the gifts because I want her to know that she's getting something. And I try to send gifts that have grandma on it, grandma and grandpa on it, something, so she knows where it's coming from, even if my son may not read the message that goes with it. Not to assign blame, not to prove anyone right or wrong, but to share the human experience behind these situations. I want this to be a place where people feel seen, heard, and understood. One of the most important parts of this channel is that I do not want to do this alone. If you're an estranged parent or grandparent or someone who believes alienation played a role in your story, I would like to invite you to join me in future live stream conversations. Maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. You don't have to be polished. I'm not. You just have to be willing to speak honestly. We will talk about what you've been through, how has it affected you, what's helped, what hasn't, and what you wish more people understood. If you are interested in hearing real stories, coping mechanisms, feel free to join this channel. Sorry, got the hiccups. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you'll be alerted whenever I go live. And if you have questions now or after this, please leave them in the comments. I do read all the comments, and I will reply to as many as I can, even if it's just a like. Going forward, this channel will include live stream conversations, personal reflections, guest discussions, open chats with viewers. Some conversations will be emotional, some will be heavy, some may even be helpful, but all of them will be real. Before we continue, I want to set one very clear intention. This space will be respectful. We will not attack individuals. We will not shame anyone's story. And we will recognize that everyone's situation is different. The goal here is to understand, not divide. If you feel comfortable, I'd like you to share in the chat. Where are you watching from? And whether estrangement or alienation has ever touched your life. Is it still touching your life? Did it resolve? Did they come back like they tell you? You don't have to explain anything. Just being here is enough. But if you're watching this and struggling, please know this. You're not alone. There are millions of us. You're not invisible. Your story matters. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to spend it with me on this channel. And I hope that you choose to subscribe. And I hope that you come back for the next time. And I hope that you'll reach out to me and want to join my live stream and be one of those parents like me, where their children has decided, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And I'm not going to let my kids talk to you either. It's one of the saddest things that you could possibly think of. Because growing up for me was, your parents were your parents. You didn't disobey them. Sometimes you did, but mildly, certainly not right in their face. To not talk to them was a 5 or 10 minute thing, not a lifetime. It didn't require therapy to communicate with them again. Was I abused? I was at the age in the generation where a smack in the ass, the belts, the spoon, yeah, we got it. Grounding. My kids didn't get that. So it's not abusive. Never hurt them. Did I say things they didn't like? That's a good possibility. Did they say things that I didn't like? Yeah, that's a good possibility too. But did we have a great life? Oh, yes. Did we ever? And if they don't see that, then I don't know what they're looking at. And they're not telling me. So on that note, I'll leave this stream as it is. And I hope to hear back from somebody who wants to join me on the next one. I'm going to try and do 1, maybe 2 a week, maybe more. Let's see how many people want to join. See how many people want to talk about it. So thanks. Be happy. Enjoy your life. They say the empty nest thing is something to look forward to. I don't know. What about you? Thank you. Have a great day.